couple of days later. Did nothing on Saturday because I just couldn't be fucked. Yesterday I came out and did that stop motion and couldn't be fucked after that. So today we're going to have a red hot go. First I'll put this on the floor. I'm going to see if I can drive those cam bearings out, so I can put one of those bits of pipe. One will be the sacrificial belter, and the other one I'll put inside and secure it somehow to stop the light. We'll get that done and I'll get it back up onto the table. Just as I expected, gradually get smaller. I can't get the pipe in this end. It's too small. It'll go down to the third hole. I might be able to drive it through that if I can turn the pipe down a little bit, which I can, but the throat in my lathe is not big enough. So I'm going to cut a small piece off and turn down some, just a little, don't need a lot, and see if I can get it to go through those last two. And that third one there, I can drive the pipe into that. It will crush into that and it'll hold it steady. So I'll cut this bit of pipe off and see what I can do. Right, since I couldn't fit this down the throat of the chuck, I machined a bit of aluminium in the end there to plug to hold it, so I can turn the whole length, or most of it, but I'm going to turn it so that this part here fits through the back into this one here. Or actually I might even make it come up to this one here and make it so it fits in this one tight and sits up here, and then that other bit of pipe I can drive in through the end here. I think that might work. After all, it's nothing overly important. You're not going to see it. It's just to block off down in here so the light doesn't shine out of there. So I'll keep going with this bastard and see what happens. I have to take it a bit easy on this because this lathe stalls out too easily. I have another idea. I'll bring you back. This looks like deja vu. It is. I thought the other one is not quite long enough. I'm too short by about 20 mil. So I cut another piece. Changed the tip. My tip was this blood itself. You won't be able to see that, but you could use that as a rasp. Pretty rough. So I'll do another one, and hopefully I can get it to fit. Actually, I might have to drive it down from the top because the back one is the smallest. So I'll machine this to fit the largest diameter, then measure it down, and then for the next one, and then just this for the last little bit, so that way I can drop it in and it's not going to go right through. Upstairs for thinking, downstairs for dancing, and in between for romance. and a half. Let's go and measure this motherfucker. With this, I don't know if you can see it, I've got the previous screen turned the wrong way. We need it to be about 46 and a half, I think. And we're about 47 and a half. So another mil. Take it just a little bit less. That really need to go all the way down, and of course I'm going to come to about here. No, I have to go all the way up, but this end has got to be smaller. So I'm going to do this little section here, which will go in the bottom. I'll do that first. And that way then I can do the next one, the middle one, and then I can finish it off. That's fucking weird. Let me get a measurement. Bottom one is 45.5. Yes, fuck all, isn't it? 46.75. Need to come up 40. There. .4. 46.42, and we need to come down to 45. Say 45 and a half. Take a little bit more. $45.79. You need to come down 0.29. 2/3 of fuck all. That'd have to be pretty close, I reckon. Look at 45.54. And that was 45.55. No, hang on. 45.53. Fucking needs just a bee's dick. I could probably hammer that through, couldn't I? It's going to be warm. It'll come down a thou, which is 0.04. I'll take a whisk. That's going to do it. Beautiful. Now we get the next measurement from this shoulder. That's the size we're going to come up to down there, it should measure it. The other one's a gem to measure. Jesus, there's not much in it. 46.3. This one's 46.5. No, it's not. Dickhead. That one's 45.5. 45. That one's 45.4. This one. 46.3, so a mil. Beautiful. Spot on. Motherfucker's warm too. Don't do that bastard. Another measurement. 47 even. And we currently 47.4 overall. Yep. 2/3 of sweet fuck all. That's fucking beautiful, look at that. Oh, probably a little bit too neat. 47, exactly. I want to take a fucking another bee's dig off that. No, fuck it. I'll belt pass it through. Right, I'll go and try this in, make sure I haven't fucked things up, and I will bring you back. Right, so this is, I tried it in there before, and it was a little bit tight down here on this ledge here, but I stuck it back in the lathe and just hit it with the emery. Should be enough. It should be able to tap that in. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Now I just got to get it to go all the way through. Where's it binding? I'll bet you it's this top fucker here. Either that, or I just get heavy duty with its ass. That's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? I'll knock it back out and I'll see where it's binding. You think if a bloke had any brains, he'd set the fucking brake on this thing. Now, the next question is, will it come out? Oh dear. What have we done? Fucking, I'll get you out your mouth. There we go. Well, I can see it's still a little bit tight here. I might throw it back in and just take another bee's cock off that. And a bee's doodle off that, because it's that's not too bad. I think it's here that's the problem. See, that's what happens. I said it was fucking too close. No, it'll be right. No, yeah, I'll punch it in. That's right. I'll be back in a minute. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. There you go. I think I've got it this time. I just skimmed a little bit off all of it and give them a good sand. And machined off where I mushroomed the end of the fucking things over. Oh, okay. Exactly what I want. And that's not going to go through because it's sitting on those shoulders. That's beautiful. Now all I have to do is get a piece of this, and measure it the right length. And not even drive it in there and put a tack on there, and even maybe put a tack underneath on there to stop them coming. It's not going to come back up anyway unless somebody's going to turn the fucking table upside down and shake it, because I'll be cutting that level with the top. Let me move you up a little bit. I'll be cutting that level with the top, and then that board will be bolted on there, so that's not going to go anywhere. So I'm not even going to bother taking the fucking thing. I'll just mark it and then cut it. That's beautiful. Just got to cut the end of that pipe so it's square. It's not really square. I'll just throw it in the saw and cut it so that it sits square. I know that's cut square because I did it in the saw. So I'll square the end of that up, put that in, give it a bit of a tickle, and she'll be ready to roll. Then I might go in and have some lunch and get this film off. Get the video, I should say. Fucking film. Just showing my age now. And get it uploaded. Peace. And there we have it. Perfect. And I was only thinking I might be able to seal these off. I might put a fucking, it's just the right thickness down there, you know, put a bead of Silastic, or it's sealer, not Silastic, because it's clear, it'll shine through, but that other stuff that I've got there, the construction adhesive will work perfectly. So that's not going to go anywhere after that. A bit of dust and shit in there, but now that's done. Tomorrow I'll be able to make some progress on the top, the pistons and everything else for the top, so that'll work well. Thanks for joining me. Stay happy. Peace.